What if I told you that everything you see, feel, and believe to be real is just an illusion? That your life, your struggles, your entire world are no more fixed than a holographic projection? Imagine for a moment that reality itself is not what it seems, that it bends, shifts, and molds under the weight of consciousness. This is not science fiction. It's the work of Michael Talbot, the man who revealed the universe's most profound secrets, only to die mysteriously just a year later. Today we're diving into his groundbreaking insights, his eerie experiences, and the mind-bending truth that the holographic universe unveiled. By the end of this journey, you'll never see your world the same way again. The visionary who saw beyond the veil. Michael Talbot wasn't just another writer. From a young age, he was haunted and gifted by strange experiences that defied explanation. He spoke of paranormal encounters, telekinesis, poltergeist activity, and even contact with extraterrestrial beings. For most, these phenomena are the stuff of myth and legend. But for Talbot, they were undeniable reality. As a boy, Talbot's encounters raised profound questions. What is real? Why does reality bend and break under extraordinary circumstances? These questions consumed him. He refused to accept the materialist view of the universe, where everything is fixed, linear, and mechanical. To Talbot, reality was far more mysterious, something fluid, interconnected, and alive. These early experiences set him on a lifelong quest for truth. He devoured ancient spiritual teachings, cutting-edge science, and reports of supernatural phenomena. He was convinced that somewhere, hidden between the lines of physics and mysticism, lay the ultimate key to understanding our universe. The holographic universe, a vision ahead of its time. In the holographic universe, Michael Talbot delivered a revolutionary idea. The universe operates like a hologram. This concept was groundbreaking because it bridges two seemingly opposing worlds, cutting-edge science and ancient spirituality. Talbot argued that reality, as we perceive it, is merely a projection, a shadow cast by a deeper, interconnected realm. To understand why this idea is so profound, let's break it down. A hologram is created when a beam of light scatters off an object and is recorded onto a plate. When another light shines through that plate, a three-dimensional image of the object appears, even though no physical form exists. Here's what makes a hologram extraordinary. Every tiny part of the hologram contains the whole image. If you cut the holographic plate into pieces, each fragment will still project the entire image, albeit at a lower resolution. This hole-in-the-part quality shatters our traditional understanding of reality. Talbot suggested that the universe itself behaves in this way. Every piece of existence, every person, atom, and thought contains the blueprint of the entire universe. In other words, you are not separate from the cosmos. You are the cosmos in miniature. If reality is holographic, it means the universe is not a fixed machine, but a vast sea of potential. Just like a hologram can display countless images depending on how the light interacts with it, the universe projects different realities based on the focus of consciousness. For example, phenomena that defy conventional science, like telepathy, synchronicities, and even miraculous healings, suddenly make sense within this framework. If everything is interconnected, then thoughts, emotions, and intentions can ripple through the holographic field, influencing events and matter itself. Talbot's holographic model echoes ancient spiritual teachings. Mystics across cultures have long said that the physical world is an illusion, a veil obscuring a deeper truth. The Indian concept of Maya, for instance, describes the universe as a dreamlike projection. Talbot gave these ancient insights a scientific foundation, providing a bridge between the mystical and the modern. The science that inspired Talbot. Michael Talbot's ideas weren't plucked from thin air. They were inspired by some of the most brilliant minds in physics and neuroscience. The two key figures who laid the groundwork for the holographic universe were David Bohm and Carl Pribram, visionaries who dared to challenge the conventional understanding of reality. David Bohm, the hidden order of reality. David Bohm, a theoretical physicist and colleague of Albert Einstein, revolutionized the way we think about the universe. Dissatisfied with mainstream physics, Bohm introduced the idea of the implicate order, a hidden, deeper level of reality that gives rise to the physical world we see, which he called the explicate order. The implicate order is like the hidden code that generates everything in the physical world. Bohm described it as a vast field of interconnected potential, where everything exists as part of an undivided whole. In this realm, time and space are illusions. Everything happens simultaneously. The explicate order is the world of separation and form, the physical reality we experience daily. It is the unfolded projection of the deeper implicate order. To illustrate this, Bohm used the analogy of a flowing stream. On the surface, the stream appears as distinct whirlpools and waves, but beneath it, everything is part of the same unified flow. Similarly, what we perceive as separate people, objects, and events are actually connected, emerging from the same underlying field of unity. Karl Pribram, the brain as a hologram. While Bohm explored the nature of the universe, neuroscientist Karl Pribram discovered something equally mind-bending about the human brain. It processes information holographically. Traditional science once believed that memories are stored in specific parts of the brain. But Pribram's research showed that memories are distributed throughout the brain, much like a hologram. If a part of the brain is damaged, the entire memory remains accessible, though in lower resolution. Pribram proposed that the brain doesn't just process reality, it constructs it. The brain interprets wave-like patterns of energy from the implicate order and projects them into the 3D world we perceive. In other words, the reality you experience is not out there. It's a holographic creation of your mind. Together, Bohm's and Pribram's ideas formed the scientific backbone of Talbot's work. Talbot realized that if the universe is holographic and the brain operates holographically, then reality itself is a mental construct shaped by consciousness. This is why consciousness can seemingly transcend the limits of space, time, and physical laws. The paranormal connection, Talbot's personal encounters. Michael Talbot's ideas were not just theoretical, they were deeply personal. His life was marked by extraordinary experiences that defied explanation, leading him to believe that the holographic nature of reality could explain the paranormal. Talbot's encounters were both haunting and revelatory, offering glimpses into a universe where the boundaries between mind and matter blur. Poltergeist, phenomena, and telekinesis. As a child, Talbot's home became a focal point for unexplainable activity. Objects moved on their own, doors slammed shut, and eerie whispers filled the air. Talbot later described moments where he could feel an invisible energy around him, an energy that seemed responsive to thoughts and emotions. These experiences made Talbot question, if physical objects can move without a physical cause, could the mind itself be influencing matter? Within the holographic universe model, this becomes plausible. If everything is connected at the quantum level, then the mind's intention can create ripples that influence physical reality. Extraterrestrial encounters. Talbot also spoke of encounters with beings he believed were extraterrestrial. These experiences, though frightening, led him to believe that our reality is not confined to Earth or even human perception. He described moments where the veil of physical reality seemed to lift, revealing a realm of intelligent, non-human consciousness. Talbot believed these beings existed in dimensions beyond our normal perception, realms accessible through altered states of consciousness or shifts in vibrational frequency. Such experiences align with the holographic principle. If all dimensions coexist within the implicate order, then it is possible to tune in to alternate realities. Synchronicities and mind-matter interaction. Talbot was fascinated by synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem too deliberate to be random. He saw them as evidence of the holographic universe at work. If everything is interconnected, then events that appear unrelated are actually woven together by an invisible thread of meaning. For example, have you ever thought of someone only to have them call you moments later? Or have you stumbled upon the exact information you needed at the perfect time? Talbot argued that these experiences occur because your thoughts interact with the underlying field of reality, drawing specific outcomes into your life. The implications of Talbot's experiences. Talbot's paranormal encounters were not just isolated events. They were pieces of a larger puzzle. To him, they were proof that reality is far stranger, more flexible, and more interconnected than we've been led to believe. The holographic universe model explains how such phenomena can exist: poltergeist activity, consciousness interacting with energy fields, telekinesis, the mind influencing the holographic projection of matter, extraterrestrial contact, accessing dimensions beyond the explicit order, synchronicities, the interconnected nature of all events and thoughts. Through his personal experiences and scientific exploration, Michael Talbot revealed a universe that is not rigid, mechanical, or disconnected. Instead, it is a living, conscious hologram, one that we are all a part of, and one that we can influence with our thoughts, emotions, and awareness. By understanding this, Talbot gave us a profound gift: the realization that we are not passive observers of reality. We are active participants and co-creators. Reality is malleable. Consciousness creates the world. At the heart of Michael Talbot's The Holographic Universe is one transformative idea. Reality is not fixed, it's shaped by consciousness. What you perceive as solid, immovable, and real is, in truth, a projection. And your mind plays a pivotal role in shaping that projection. To understand this, we must return to the principles of the holographic model. The whole exists in every part. This means that everything in the universe, matter, energy, thought, is interconnected, and your consciousness is not a passive observer, but an active participant in the dance of creation. The observer effect: science meets consciousness. Talbot's ideas align with discoveries in quantum physics, particularly the observer effect. At the quantum level, particles behave in bizarre ways. They exist as waves of potential until they are observed. The moment an observer focuses on them, these particles collapse into a fixed state. Think about that. Your observation, the mere act of consciousness, affects how reality manifests. Talbot believed that this principle doesn't just apply to subatomic particles, but to all aspects of existence. Reality is not static. It responds to your thoughts, beliefs, and intentions. This explains phenomena like placebo effect. People experience healing simply because they believe a treatment will work. Their mind shapes their physical reality. Synchronicities. Meaningful coincidences occur because your consciousness interacts with the holographic field, attracting events that align with your thoughts. Manifestation. When you focus deeply on a goal or desire, you collapse its wave of potential into tangible reality. In Talbot's words, your mind is a creative force. What you think, you become. What you focus on, you create. A universe of infinite potential. Talbot's vision of the universe invites us to rethink the limits we impose on ourselves. If reality is a holographic projection, then possibilities are limitless. There are no barriers except the ones your mind accepts as real. Consider this. Everything you've ever believed to be impossible is simply an idea you've accepted as truth. Talbot encouraged us to question these assumptions. If consciousness shapes reality, then you can reshape your life by shifting your beliefs and perceptions. Practical ways to harness this truth include visualization. See your goals as already achieved. Feel the emotions of success, joy, or healing. Your thoughts are ripples in the holographic field, attracting the reality you envision. Mindful intention. Be deliberate with your focus. What you dwell on expands, so choose thoughts that align with what you want to create. Releasing limiting beliefs. Challenge ideas like, I can't, or it's impossible. In the holographic universe, there are no absolutes, only potentials waiting to be realized. Talbot's message was clear. You are not a victim of reality. You are its architect. Once you recognize this, you gain the power to transform not just your life, but the very fabric of your world. Talbot's mysterious death, a life cut short. Michael Talbot's untimely death in 1992, at the age of 38, remains a haunting part of his legacy. Just 1 year after publishing The Holographic Universe, the man who revealed the secrets of reality passed away due to complications from leukemia. But for many, the circumstances of his death seemed too coincidental, raising unsettling questions. The timing, a mystery unfolds. Talbot's work had begun to gain traction, sparking curiosity and debate among scientists, mystics, and ordinary readers. He was uncovering ideas that challenged the foundations of materialist science, ideas that bridge spirituality and quantum physics. Then, suddenly he was gone. Some speculate that Talbot's insights were too profound for the world to handle. Was his knowledge dangerous to established paradigms? Could his death have been accelerated by forces that wanted to suppress his message? While these ideas verge on conspiracy, they speak to the profound impact of his work. Talbot had touched a nerve, and his passing felt like the silencing of a voice that dared to challenge the status quo. The tragedy of an unfinished journey. Talbot's death was not just a loss for those who knew him, but for humanity as a whole. He had only begun to scratch the surface of the holographic universe. His book left readers with more questions than answers. How do we fully tap into this holographic reality? Can we consciously alter the course of our lives? What lies beyond our perception? Imagine what Talbot might have uncovered had he lived longer. Would he have found new ways to harness consciousness? Would his ideas have reshaped how we approach science, spirituality, and healing? While we'll never know for sure, one thing is clear. Talbot's work continues to inspire, challenge, and transform lives, even decades after his passing. The legacy of Michael Talbot. What it means for us. Michael Talbot may have passed away, but his ideas live on as a timeless invitation to rethink everything we know about reality. His legacy challenges us to move beyond the boundaries of ordinary perception and embrace a universe that is far more interconnected, fluid, and magical than we ever imagined. The power of conscious creation. Talbot's work reminds us that we are not passive spectators in a deterministic world. Instead, we are conscious co-creators, shaping reality with every thought, belief, and action. This realization is both empowering and humbling. It means that you are not stuck. You can change your life by changing your mind. Your thoughts matter. What you focus on, whether positive or negative, ripples through the holographic field. You are connected to everything. Your actions and intentions impact the world in ways you can't always see. By understanding this, we can become deliberate creators, using visualization, intention, and mindfulness to manifest the lives we desire. Bridging science and spirituality. Michael Talbot's work builds a bridge between two worlds often seen as opposites, science and spirituality. For centuries, science dismissed concepts like telepathy, synchronicity, and mind-matter interaction as superstition. But Talbot showed that these phenomena are not only real, but inevitable within a holographic universe. Today, quantum physics is catching up to what mystics have known for millennia. Reality is a field of infinite possibilities, shaped by consciousness. Talbot's work invites us to embrace a new paradigm, one that unites logic and wonder, reason and mystery. The truth beyond the illusion. Imagine for a moment that you wake up tomorrow and discover that the world you believe to be solid, permanent, and unchangeable was nothing but a projection, a hologram shaped by consciousness. What would you do differently? How would you think, speak, and act if you knew the universe was not separate from you, but a mirror reflecting the depths of your mind? This is the ultimate invitation Michael Talbot left us with, the opportunity to step beyond the illusion of limitation and into a reality of infinite potential. He didn't just present a theory, he offered a key to a door that leads to a world where you are no longer bound by fear, scarcity, or separation. A world where you realize that the limits you see are not walls, they're windows waiting to be opened. Michael Talbot may have left us too soon, but his message lives on as a profound truth that transcends time. Reality is what you make it. So, I leave you with this question. If you knew that reality was a hologram shaped by your consciousness, what would you choose to create? Let this truth ignite a fire within you. Let it inspire you to see beyond the illusion, to break free from limitations, and to step into the life you were always meant to live. The power is yours. The universe is listening.